All right, black and white sports reporters. Well, I got to tell you, from the moment I entered the Ben Daniel chat tonight for the watch party for the Indiana Fever playoff game, I super chatted in my boy and I said, the Indiana Fever are going to win tonight. I had a feeling about it. I had a good feeling about it. And here we go. It was a good game from the Fever. Not going to lie to you, the offenses for both teams was hot garbage in the first half of the game. It was real bad. But the Indiana Fever did pull away in this game, and it ended up being a very entertaining game. And I gotta keep it real. Shout out to the Gamebridge Fieldhouse crowd. That Indiana Fever crowd, you guys blew the dream out tonight. All right, you could tell the fire around that crowd. It was too much for Atlanta. Atlanta could not handle it. The moment got to be too big for them, and it was a wrap. Now, I think there was an incident involving Gray courtside with a fan. She looked all upset. I think the fan got tossed. I'm just waiting for some kind of bullshit to come out of that during the post-game press conference. So, let's check it out right here. Let's start. First Indiana Fever win in 9 years and 1 day. September 17th, 2016 was the last time. And the girls right there, Sophie and Caitlin, trying to call travel. They're kind of trying to call travel. Caitlin Clark jumped out her seat so many times she could have hit 8 to 10 jump shots tonight. I kid you not. Can we get you to play? Can we get you to play in one of these games at this point? Look, it was brought up during the game. Hey, was there any shot in hell if they make the semis that Caitlin Clark comes back? I think it's still a no. Yeah, I mean, we'd love to see it, but I think it's still going to be a no. Kelsey Mitchell tonight, 19 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, 4 3-pointers tonight. All right, and it was really, let's just go back to the summary at the beginning. And it was really that third quarter is where they did the damage, 24 points. And the one thing that we have to be aware of going into next game that's not going to happen, the Atlanta Dream is not going to go, man, whatever it ended up being, and it wasn't good. Let me just scroll down here and see if I can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they ended up tonight hitting 5 threes, but at one point, I know they were 1 for 10 from 3-point range, and they hit some later in the game, and it didn't matter. The game was well out of reach at that point. You got to think they're not going to shoot that poorly in the next game. So let's check it out. Sophie hit a big 3 tonight, and I think it felt like the dagger 3. 7 points, 5 rebounds. Natasha Howard actually showed up a little bit tonight. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Aaliyah Boston, pretty good game. There's times I wish he would be more aggressive and flat meaner. But nevertheless, hey, 15 points, 5 rebounds. We just talked about Kelsey Mitchell. Odyssey Sims, I got to be honest, I thought was a weak link tonight. And shooting, she was awful, 1 of 10. Makayla Timpson actually got some playing time in this game. 9 minutes, and she scored 9 points. Stephanie White has got to start letting her show up and ball a little bit. She's the most athletic player we have on this team. Ariel Powers, 3 points. She did add 7 boards, and Brianna Turner had 7 boards in this game as well. So right here, and there's the look at the girls doing their thing again. The girls, Sophie, Chloe, Red Kryptonite herself right there, doing her best American Eagle jeans commercial tonight. I'm kidding, before she gets canceled. And Caitlin Clark, they were all chilling together tonight during the game. which was, well, freaking awesome. So here we go. This was Lexie's 3 right here. Let's roll. Yep, Kelsey grabbed a huge steal there. That was a huge steal. Over to Aaliyah, over to Lexie, way downtown. Boom. Boom. And that, like I said, in fact, let me look. It was 56-44 with 0.5 left in the third after that 3. And that 3 really, really got the crowd all lathered up real nicely. How about Makayla Timpson right here? Let's check this out. Into Makayla. She's a beast inside. Look at her do that work. At the big little roll in. Boom. She got an and one out of that. And it was a big, big moment in the game. It was, again, one of the moments I think that led to the Fever sort of wrapping it up tonight. Wrapping it up. And it was that third quarter, early fourth quarter that put this game away. Look, if they play like this, preferably with more offense in Atlanta, they'll win this series. They will win this series. Want to point something out we talked about in the Ben Daniel chat tonight. We both noticed it. Myself and Ben both noticed it. Sure did look like Austin Kelly was coaching this team quite a bit, especially in the third quarter when the offense got going. Okay? I've lobbied for Austin Kelly. Hey, maybe that's somebody to take a look at. He runs the offense. Sometimes the offense gets bogged down, but I believe that's because Stephanie White wants to play this drag it out, kind of slow warfare kind of game, which is awful and ugly to watch. Speaking of ugly to watch, the referees in this game, I got to tell you, I mean, good Lord. From a television viewing perspective, just purely entertainment, the WNBA wonders why, one of the reasons why the ratings are so bad in this league, how many times did we stop the game in the first half? It was absolutely, positively brutal to watch on television. Get some referees, some competent referees that can see what the hell's going on and make the appropriate real-time call. Easy. Easy peasy. That and not let your Stars get the crap beat out of them. It was a big win. It was a big win. Tell me what you think. I've got to admit, tonight was the first time in maybe like 25 games that I actually stood up out of my seat and did a hell yeah. And it was when Timpson got that and one roll in that we just took a little sneak peek at. I actually did a hell yeah during that. Got me fired up. I like her as a player, and I wish she was on the court a lot more. Well, her defense. How about her offense? Well, her offense. How about that? Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.